up this morning.
Shalawam, y'all. Why is it not
Woke up this morning and I prayed to the Most High. The sun is shining so bright. I'm blessed to live this life. Yahawashi. Blessed be Yahawah. Blessed be Yahawah.
Welcome to the Helpmeets Hangout. Hey, because this is where the Helpmeets Hangout. Hey, welcome to the Helpmeets Hangout.
Hey,
because this is where the Helpmeets Hangout.
Hey, and this is where we hang out, and this is where we say that, and this is where we chat.
She always want to do a remix.
I really was finna end this podcast. I was like, I don't like how the intro just started. I want to start over because we missed 3 seconds of this intro video.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, because the sound wasn't on.
Oh,
it's not giving.
How?
Because I wasn't.
Listen, these sisters still about to get edified. Period.
Okay, period. All right, y'all know the intro song. Y'all be on here every week. You know what it is.
That's right.
Shalawam, y'all. Thank you for joining with us another day. What? Why did I say that? Thank you for hanging out with us.
On another episode of the
Helpmeets Hangout. Okay, that was kind of hard.
And if y'all not watching this on the Nasaya TV, y'all going off. I'm just letting y'all know that. So,
book chapter verse, Lily. Book chapter verse.
Listen, you're supposed to be supporting all Israelite platforms and businesses.
That is, so she has a point. Maybe they didn't know, but if you don't know, now you know. We streaming on Nasaya TV. So if you got a Roku, you can download the Nasaya TV. Like, is it an app?
Mm-hmm.
You download the app
like on your smart TV. You know how you got the little apps? You got YouTube.
Yeah, Netflix. This is just another app, a beautiful Israelite app, Israelite-owned app. And we're streaming on there, so y'all can watch our podcast on TV. You feel what I'm saying? With your little yan or your little coffee, whatever y'all like to drink. But, we took a little break, because due to high holy days, a lot of traveling. So we back. We're back again. Y'all missed us. We missed y'all too.
It feel like we had to go all the way to Jerusalem, and now we back.
For real, we was on a little trip.
How was everything?
Everything was good on my end. I'm still keeping my tabernacles. My tabernacles end Monday sundown.
Okay. So, how's it been so far? Ooh.
It's been good. I mean, that floor been outside, been real uncomfortable, but I still been getting some decent, good sleep. So I praise the Most High for that.
Oh, praises.
Yeah, though I've been eating good though. Okay,
that's right.
My head grew. So the first night I had made some barbecue steaks, some yellow rice, some green beans, and cornbread. And the next day we had the same size, but my head grilled leftover. He grilled chicken. So I had grilled chicken and leftover sides. Then the next day I made spaghetti and I made it for 2 days. And then the next day I made burgers. And then tonight, I guess we're going to eat out because we're going to some homecoming game tonight with my Ottomans family.
That should be nice.
Yeah, and I already told him I'm going to run his pockets. I want some food.
That's just a stick because I'm hungry.
Food.
That's right.
But I was thinking of cooking because tonight is the last night we got to sleep in tents. Because Sunday and Monday is our Sabbath day. That's the 8th day.
Mm-hmm.
But so I was thinking of ending the feast with cooking some meatloaf and sweet peas and mashed potatoes.
I was about to say, you got to do mashed potatoes if you want to do a meatloaf.
Definitely. I don't know who not eating meatloaf with it. That's sickening. They eat anything else with it besides mashed potatoes.
I don't know why my mom used to make macaroni and mashed potatoes. And I'm like, Mom, that's a lot.
No, that sounds busting though.
Girl, that thing used to be good. I ain't gonna
lie. Yeah, I know you need to bust down. Yeah, that's a little childhood meal. My mom used to make it a lot, and I'm craving it. So that's what we having for dinner Sunday, Lord willing, to end the feast off.
Oh, praises. That sounds good.
So yeah, we been eating good. And then one night throughout the week, we had went out to eat though, but we stopped and got food on our way home. We had went to this black on like wing spot, and they had like a deal. You get 6 wings, a Philly steak, or a burger, or a gyro wrap, and a drink for $12.
Only $12.
Yep. So I got me a Philly steak, 6 wings, a drink, and my head got some fries. And girl, that stuff was so good. Look at the baby.
He big now. Say hi. Say meow.
He did not used to be that big, y'all.
Mm-mm. He used to be a little baby.
Did you give him a cut or something? He looked like he got a haircut.
No, girl, he get a bath all the time, though. We don't
Why
play
you
that.
always bathing that boy?
What you
Bathing?
mean? He be around here running around. He need to get washed up. I mean, we don't play
He's
that.
cute.
He
What's
get
his
in the
name?
tub. Kajaviante,
What the?
Ezekiel, Jericho, Phipps the third.
That's his name.
Mm-hmm. Just call him KJ, okay? And
But okay.
if you can't remember, well, when we first got him, his name was Jericho. So, but
So who decided the name of
Kajaviante,
who's
that's my husband. My husband chose that.
y'all naming that cat like he a human?
And my mama named him Ezekiel, so he had to keep that because he got that from my mom.
Kajaviante, Ezekiel, Jericho, Phillips the third.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Period. Look, the Israelite pets are royalty too. Apparently, that threw me for that. That threw me. She said, "Kajaviante." Okay. My dog is Pepper. That's it. Pepper. His
Mm.
name is Pepper.
Pepper got get 2 more names.
No, that I don't get me started on Pepper, Lily. Please don't get me started on Pepper. You know how I feel about Pepper.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, y'all, I have something to tell y'all.
Go ahead.
So last night, my head called me and I was on my way home from work. He told me to be careful when I pull in the driveway because a kitty, don't run it over. And I thought he was joking because my head, he jokes a lot. If you know him, you know he has a very playful spirit, beautiful personality. Anyway, so I pulled up in the driveway on my way home. And the most I had me peep, like it was an object in my yard. And it was a kitten, like a newborn kitten. And so we prayed on what to do. We decided to use the gloves and put him in like this box, this bin we had, a storage, little small bin, and put some towels so he could under it so he could be comfortable. But wait, let me backtrack. Before when I pulled up, he hid under my car. He went and ran under my car. He was meowing, and so I went and got a little small little, the microfiber cloths that you use to clean. I went and got one of those and put it on him because it was
Okay, girl.
cold. And so he made his way over to us. Once I put that towel on him, he walked up the stairs and made his way to us. And so then that's when we put on gloves, put him in a box. I put some almond milk in like this cup. But since he's a newborn, I was like, dang, he probably can't even drink that. Cause my mama, she was like, he's like a newborn. He needs a bottle. He doesn't have that. He doesn't know how to lick. Same thing with babies.
Mm-hmm.
So we left him in the house in the night and left him in the house while we was in the tent all night. And he woke up this morning and he dead, y'all. He died. He was dead.
Oh.
And it was so sad because we was gonna take him to the shelter, and both of his eyes were messed up. We was gonna take him to the shelter, and let them give him a better life and heal him and stuff so he get adopted. But the Lord had other plans because he died. It's just so sad. But I think the mom abandoned him because he was real malformed. His eyes was messed up for real. But
Some
anyways,
animals do that though.
yeah, I know.
If their offspring have like deformities and stuff, they'll like just leave them.
Yahawah told me that, and I googled it. I was like, that's kind of ruthless, bro. Animals just leave their offspring.
Some offspring like turtles, they don't never see their parents. Like they go, they lay the eggs at the beach, and then they just get back in the ocean. So they don't never ever ever see their
Animals is ruthless, bro. That's crazy.
What's that?
That's sad.
That is, oh, that's nature. And sometimes it is what it
Well, they
is.
don't need to be being grown if they ain't gonna be taking care of the baby. You want to do grown folk activity, but don't want to take care of your offspring.
That is the way the Most High created them to be. That's not their fault. That's their instincts and what to do.
That's a good point. That just hurts my heart that they do that. You're definitely right. All praise to the Most High. Oh man,
That sister said, "Don't be being grown if you don't want to take care of your responsibility."
real. But mm-mm. Anyways, I guess I was trying to see the spiritual lesson in it. The Lord give and take away. Blessed be the name
Yeah.
of the Lord.
All praises to the Most High.
That's
So, did
right.
you want to start off with that foundational precept, or?
Yes, we can do that. We on here chatting. We can go ahead and do that.
I know our sister's probably like, what is going on?
They're probably like, can y'all hurry up and start the episode?
Listen, I'm gonna come. Listen, they like, oh, I got a couple extra minutes. I'm about to go run and get something to drink right quick.
Yeah, y'all, it's a
Listen.
podcast. You know, we're gonna have some personality and talk, okay? But this is First Peter 4:11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of Yahawah. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which Yahawah giveth, that Yahawah in all things may be glorified through Yahawashi, to whom be praised dominion forever and ever. Amen. So everything we do want to speak, let's up the Lord. We want to get on here, edify our sisters to the prosperity of Bahasham shy. And as we do that, we want to give all honor, glory, praise to the Most High, because only the Lord they were able to get on here and do anything, you know. So all praise to the Most High. So only the Lord were able to get on here and share our knowledge and understanding.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
All praises to the Most High. And with that being said, Lord willing, y'all sisters were able to catch the last episode of the Helpmeets Hangout. When we did go over and talk about, the lack of role models that we have in our community, and how that really takes, a huge effect on our up and coming brothers and sisters in our generation. The young princes and princesses, and how that affect our community as a whole, like moving forward. And so I was kind of really thinking like, okay, so what would be the first step? Like since we've noticed that we don't have those role models, kind of what is the first step? How do we regain those role models? So we talked about, us being those role models, but then I had to like kind of take a step further and be like, well, what if we don't have ourselves together? It's a deeper search that we have to do in order to be those role models, and what standards that we can set and have throughout our community. So I was thinking about making sure that we are healed and healing, so that we can effectively be those type of role models that we do want to see. Um, so Lord willing, this can be an edifying conversation. And if you still have healing to do, I still have healing to do. I feel like I'm healing every day. I'm just learning. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So how do you feel about that, Sister Abarriyah?
How I feel about how do
You
I
know,
feel?
just that inner healing, like, how do you feel about, us actually acknowledging, all right, wait, we need to step back and make sure that we've done our due diligence so that we can effectively be those role models that we want to see for younger sisters.
Um, I wholeheartedly believe that is necessary for growth. You know, in order to be the woman that you want to be, you gotta you gotta kill off the old woman, and you can't kill off the old woman if she's still clinging on to you because you haven't healed the old woman. So I think that healing the inner child and healing from traumas and pains that you went through, even in the truth. Okay, because some of us go through some traumatic things and it's true. Some of us we go through things and it's true. So regardless of what happened in your life, I think it's necessary to heal in order to grow. And healing something, because when I went through things in the world, something my auntie told me that always stuck to me was healing is not a destination. It's not it's a journey. So it's not more so about it's just a journey. You know, you're gonna learn things. It's gonna be ups and downs, but it's a journey. So it's more so like it's not a rush to heal. It's not a certain time limit. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. But I think that's essential a part of if you want to be the woman you want to be. If you want to strive to be the woman the Most High called you to be. I think healing is definitely necessary, and some people don't want to because it's so painful and it brings up a lot of emotions. And that's kind of how I was. Like, I really didn't want to feel those. Like, in the world, some of us, we might have turned to substance abuse because we didn't want to feel that pain. We didn't want to feel that hurt.
Right.
And we probably buried it. And that's definitely what I did. And so, like, when it came to healing, I didn't want to deal with it. I was like, I'm good. I don't want nothing to do with them emotions. But I had to. I had to. So,
God, that sounds like me. And maybe that might sound familiar, for sisters as well. Cause like, I'll just share my testimony. So of course my mom, well, not of course, but my mother and father both alive, both in my life, but not in the same household. And so for me, I'm the only child with my mom and my dad, and then my siblings, like, so my mom has my brother, and then my other two sisters, they have the same, everybody has the same dad. And then with my dad, he has eight other children, and that is with his wife. And so it was just me. So I always felt like, I was isolated by myself and things like that. And I'm like, I felt like I didn't have like my own family and things like that. So I was like, when I grow up, I just want to have my own family and blah, blah, blah. And coming into this truth, not making this about polygyny or nothing, but, having to grasp that understanding of that's lawful. And I'm like, I felt like, oh my goodness, what about my own family? You get what I'm saying? So if I didn't take the time to deal with, my childhood trauma, that could affect my outlook on polygyny, and how I feel about it. And then I would say another example would be, my mom would always be like, you always angry. And I'm like, I'm not always angry. But then um, I would say this took me until about 2020. So it hasn't been that long. 2020, I just realized like I really have anger issues, like not like rage, but like I be upset, or my feelings be hurt, and I internalize it. I don't talk about it. I just bury it, and I try to block it out. And it affected the way, you know, my relationship could be, whether it's friends or, work, professional, or, somebody just wanted to get to know me. And, I had to sit down and I had to be like, you know what, I do have, you know, problems. I do have issues. I do need to address it, and I was able to sit down and write a list, and, I was able to go ahead and, confide in my dad and talk to my dad about, some of the things or the hurt or the pain that I had, in my childhood. Um, and it really helped me out. So I would just say, like, I'm not telling y'all this from something that I haven't tried to do or done or am still doing, till this day. Trying to heal that inner trauma, and, how I respond to certain situations and things that I go through. I'm just telling y'all these things from experience so that, Lord willing, it can help another sister, because it's very important. You kind of can't, it's a proverb from the world, like, you can't know where you're going if you don't know where you're from. So it's like, I can't know where I want to be if I don't have the understanding of where I came from. So if I don't understand my hurt and my the pain and the trauma and the things that I've been through, how can I really understand what it looks like to be that woman that has healed or is healing? So,
All praise to the Most High. That's so
yes,
beautiful. I did not know that about you. I
yes,
just want to give you a
girl.
hug now.
I be trying, y'all. I be trying to, it's a growing, it's a thing, it's a growing journey. It's a, I really, have grown, and that's why I try to stay as humble as I, possibly can, because I just know where the Most High has taken me from, how isolated I used to be, how, I would internalize a lot of things about myself, how me not addressing, certain things from my childhood, it caused me to have certain insecurities, or it caused me to project, things that I'm dealing with. Now I'm looking at other people like, oh well, this and that. Like, sister, you have a obscured view of reality. That's not really what's going on. So you really gotta take the time to check yourself, self-examine, and do these things as often as you can. Pray to the Most High, ask Him, like, listen, Lord, help me. I was telling Sister Abarriyah, I had to take some time and sit down and think as far back as I could, as far back as I could. Pray to the Most High. What am I hiding from myself? And then, I just started writing. I started writing down all the memories that I could think of, things that were hurtful, things that were traumatizing to me, things that, I might not have talked about, things that, affected me, and I never said anything. Um, and I just wrote all of that stuff out, and I just was really amazed with what I actually um, have been through. Um, and it was effective. It really helped. It was therapeutic, and I actually felt better. So I advise sisters to do that. So
Okay. Lord willing, sisters gonna try that. Um. hmm You know, when I was in high school, I dealt with some things, and I used to be like, it just was, I don't know. But it needed to happen though. It needed to happen because that's how I ultimately found my way towards the truth. Because I was at a point where, like, well, I'll get to that later, but like, it just, I want to say it's crazy how everything happened, but it's not, because the Most High perfect ordained will. But it's like, I guess when I look back, I was like this bubble of joy. But I didn't know the Most High, but I was a bubble of joy, I guess, and in my own way that I thought. And things happen, and my family would always tell me, like, well, mostly my niece, she would always, or somebody would always comment like, "You're so angry now. Why are you always angry?" And I was angry at the world because of what I went through, and I guess I just felt alone. I wanted somebody to understand, and but nobody understood. Nobody understood. Now I wanted somebody to understand. Um, I wanted like I just wanted somebody to feel me, you know. But it was a lot going on at the time, and I just felt alone. And so I just put a wall up, I put a brick up, and I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be alone. I don't want to do any with people, and I just had my outlook on the world was just different. I just felt like everybody's out to get me, and I just wanted to be by myself. And I didn't want to talk to nobody, and I didn't want to trust nobody, and I didn't want to get close to nobody, and I just wanted to do me. I wanted to do Mackenzie, and I want to just do what I want to do, and I didn't want to deal with nobody. And when you don't heal, that's what happens. You don't want to do nobody. You want to stay by yourself. You put a brick wall up. You kind of got the F everybody mindset. And that's how I was. And well, I also felt so broken. I just felt so shattered to pieces. I felt so broken. And so I believed in the Most High, of course. Like, of course, I wasn't keeping his commandments, but I wasn't an atheist. I knew there was a God, and I knew there was only one God. And so I turned to the Most High. I tried my best. And I'm just so thankful that He had mercy on me and He showed Himself to me, because I was trying to find Him. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know the commandments. I didn't know the truth, but I was trying to seek Him. Like I genuinely was, because the path I was going down, I was turning to substance abuse, and that's what I was using to help me cope. And I mean, it didn't help me feel better. I felt better in the moment, and then I did it again because it was a
I was
temporary
gonna
feeling.
say, yep, because then
And when that high gone,
back to
yeah, back
reality,
to
you still
life.
gotta deal with it. You still gotta deal with
Yeah,
it. So
exactly. And so, I just was, my healing was temporary. Like I healed myself of substance abuse, and I just, I really, I just wanted to be better. I just wanted to be happy again. I just wanted like the pain gone. And I just, something in my spirit, I guess, something in me knew like the only way is you just need to turn to God. That's what I was thinking. You need to turn to God. So I just picked up my Bible and like I was trying to like get into it. Like I was doing these Bible plans and I was like, I was getting into daily devotionals and I was like trying to like be motivational. And I was putting up Bible verses on my wall and putting up motivational quotes on my wall. And I was like going to these weekly, like I was going to these like weekly Bible studies. They used to call it Safe Haven. And there was this sister, she used to host Bible study at her house, and it would be like the community would come together. Well, the people that wanted to go. It was open to anybody really. And so it used to be, we used to go over Bibles. We used to have basically like a weekly Bible study. I think it was every Wednesday. I was going to those, and I really was trying to find the Most High, but I was still in my wickedness. I was still doing my substance abuse and things like that. But I guess you could say I was getting better. At that point, I had numbed everything though, so I was just doing what I wanted to do, doing me, and I really just wanted to find the Most High because I knew that was the only way I could really heal. Long story short, I'm rambling, y'all. Long story short, I found the truth. I found the Most High, and I came into this truth. I still had a wall up in my head. He stayed up and down. I had a wall up when we met, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Talking about, you had your
and
little wall
did
up, and I'm like, oh,
and
okay.
did
I mean, I didn't,
and
I
did.
didn't really want nothing to do with him. When he shot his shot, I didn't want nothing to do with him. But and I don't think it was nothing against him. I just was like in that, like, and at this point, I'm in the truth. And when I first came into the truth, it was still hard for me to trust people because obviously I hadn't fully healed yet. But as I was in this truth and I was learning about the word and learning about Yahawah, that's when I realized, like, dang, like I really need to heal. I'm not okay. And if I want relationships and if I want friendships, I have to remove this wall. I have to be willing to be vulnerable. I was scared to be vulnerable. I was scared to let my wall down again because the last time I did it, I got me in a bad situation. So my mind was like, I'm gonna let my wall down and go through that again for what? For what?
Right,
Like, why would I put myself through that again? So I didn't want to let my wall down. I didn't want to be vulnerable. I didn't want to trust nobody. I just wanted to be tough. I didn't want to be soft on
right.
nobody because last time I was soft, last time I was feminine, last time I let my guard down, it put me in a bad
Somebody
situation.
got right. I was about to say they
I
was
got
trying to
amped
get
up
over on me. Right,
and they messed me
got
up. So
jammed up. Right,
I don't want to do that again. So that was
right.
my
I ain't
mindset.
trying to be out here green. You feel me? Like I don't
Okay.
even know. It make you feel like, listen, I don't even know you anyway. So
Okay.
with the neck roll and everything, I don't even. It
And I
come
don't
with a
want to
whole
talk to you.
spirit. It come with a whole spirit.
For
Like
real.
it put bad spirits on you and make you feel like that you a little not crazy, but it make you feel like, listen, I know you. I've seen you before and I know what you about. And it kind of puts you in a position where you prejudging things
Exactly what you're doing.
instead of proving like you're supposed to. We That's in Sirach chapter 6 Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, proving a friend, proving a congregation that you might want to be with, proving these people. You just straight not even giving them the benefit of the doubt. It's like every like some sisters be like, all brothers is the same. All brothers not the same.
And
I'm
that's what my
sorry.
mindset was.
Like everybody the same. Oh, these sisters gonna be the same as the last sisters that I met and both. And it affects how you treat your sisters. It affects how you treat a brother that want to get to know you. It affects those things. And it's no way possible that you can properly go about having a healthy relationship, whether it's just friendship or
Exactly.
professional, whatever. without doing that work, without acknowledge, you have to acknowledge these things. You have to acknowledge what you have been through. It's okay that you feel this way. Your feelings are valid. You're supposed to, have feelings. We're in this flesh. That's what happens. But don't allow, your past traumas to be the detriment of you, and you missing out on things that the Most High has, set to be blessings for you. You know what I mean? Because we so busy basing our present decisions off of past things. It's just like, now it's a discernment and a judgment type of thing. Now, if you know somebody be stealing, listen, still pray for them, and all of that, and but they be stealing. That's a wise judgment. You get what I'm saying? But because you've been through other things in your past personally, and it's just like, now you're in the truth and you're learning about how we should be, and the type of woman that you want to achieve and aspire to be. Give people a little bit of grace. Give yourself some grace. Prove them. Take your time. It's no rush in proving, but don't have that same lens that you had before. Kind of clean the lens, and now you got a new lens to look through, and Lord willing. Now I ain't gonna say, it's a case by case thing, but move in wisdom. But I had First Peter chapter 5, 7 through 8, 6, 7 and 8. Cause I don't know, it makes me think about this. It say, humble yourself therefore under the mighty hand of Yahawah, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And that came up when Abarriyah was talking about how she wanted to isolate herself. You know, Satan will make you want to feel like just want to be by yourself all the time. Like, listen, I don't need no sisters, I don't need no friends, I don't need nobody. All I need is me. No, we need the Most High. We need our sisters. We're not here by ourselves for a reason. So don't miss out on those blessings of having sisters, because we also know that two is better than one. So it's like, you have, during those time periods when you're not, feeling well through the spirit, you might have a sister to send a precept right on time and uplift you. But if you so busy, you know, um, having that same lens on as before, you didn't do that healing and be like, you know what? Maybe sisters are not the same as in the world. Maybe sisters do care for me. Maybe sisters aren't always jealous of me. Or, I don't have to have a friendship where we're jealous of each other, or we have fake love amongst us, and things like that, because these sisters are, striving to keep the law, statutes, and commandments just like me, you know, that you could have that better, healthier relationship with sisters. So do that inner work, sis.
Um, that was so like that was well said. That was very beautiful. Like the sister Lily said, it makes you be in that mindset. Like, don't push away the people the Most High sent to help heal you. Don't push those people away, because you can't, you know, you can't do it alone. And Satan definitely do want to isolate you, especially in this truth. Sisters be, Satan, and of course it's okay to take breaks sometimes, and to be in a season of isolation if that's what the Most High says you fit to go through. But sometimes it's Satan because he just wants you to be by yourself because you had that mindset of like, you know, I just want to be with myself. I don't want to deal with nobody. I have to do it alone. Satan wants you to feel like you got to do it alone. You got to go through it by yourself, but you don't. And of course, I mean, you're the only one that. That's a precept that say like something in Proverbs, roughly paraphrasing, like um, a man don't really, or like somebody don't really know how you feel, roughly paraphrasing it. And of course, they might not really understand how you feel, but sisters, we're supposed to be here to bear one of the burdens. Most importantly, turn to the Most High, Bahasham, because, like I said, when I was in the world, and even when I came into truth and I realized I needed to heal, the reason I did not want to heal is because I didn't want to feel those. I didn't want to feel that again, and I felt like me healing was just going to take me back to that dark place. And it didn't, because we still strong and enduring in this truth. Call it Bahasham, but
Oh, praises.
that's how I felt mentally. I felt like if I would address this, I just feel like it's just gonna bring up all those same emotions and feelings, and it's not easy. It's hard. Let's see, hold on, y'all. It's not easy. It's hard. It's not easy healing. It's painful. It gets tough. But I got a precept. This is Psalms 55:22. Because if you want, I'm gonna hold on. I'll say that in a minute. Let me get this precept. This Psalms 55:22, and it reads, "Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and He shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved." So you have to cast your burdens upon Yahawashi, because at the end of the day, everything you turn to is not going to heal you. It's not going to make you feel better. It's going to be temporary, but you still got to deal with it. You still got to address it. And until you address it, it's going to keep coming up. Stuff like that just don't go away. It's going to affect you, and it's going to affect how you move in life, how you interact with people. So if you want to be better, you have to heal. You have to get down to the nitty gritty, and it hurts. But you got to remember that Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through how shall strengthen me. So although it hurts and although it's painful, you're stronger than you think. Paul said in 2 Corinthians 12:9, his let me just read the precept. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 9, and it says, "And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." And that's in red. See, that was the words of Yahawashi, Christ. "Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmity, that the power of Yahawashi may rest upon me." So our strength is made perfect in weakness. We're at our strongest point, whether we know it or not, when we're going through, we're in that lower state. So although it hurts, you got to get through it. We can do all things through Bahasham. We're stronger than we think. Just got to take some time, be patient with yourself, and be merciful upon yourself, and just take it day by day. You know what I mean? Because it's not a destination, but it is a journey. You're gonna have ups and downs in that journey. You're gonna have good days. You're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have days where you feel like, why did I even, why did I agree to do this? Why?
Right.
Because this stuff hurt. But it's gonna be worth it, because at the end of the day, you're gonna come out a better woman. You can't possibly have healthy, thriving friendships, relationships, if you have not healed that inner child, if you have not healed that old woman, if you have not dealt with that trauma and that pain that you went through in the world or in the truth, because it's gonna change your outlook on things. You're gonna have I think it's preconceived connotations. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have those preconceived connotations of people, of things. Like, no, I don't want to do no with her. I don't trust her, because I went through what I went through in the world. It was like a both sided type of thing. I kind of felt like I got screwed over by female and men. So I didn't do with neither gender, okay? Neither gender. And so I didn't want to get close to sisters, and I definitely want to get close to brothers. And so like my wall was up. And so if you don't heal the inner child, if you don't heal the old woman, if you don't face those things that has hurt you, that has damaged you, that only the Most High can restore and heal, then you're not gonna your mindset is you you're kind of, in a sense, you're gonna still move like the old woman. You know what I mean. You're not
I
fully.
would say you wouldn't be. You're not going to be a valuable candidate to be a good vessel that the Most High can use, because
That's a good way to put it.
you still in that same, you still in that same position. It's like, all right, how can you let the light shine through you if you haven't even, like I said, clean the lens, clean the lens so the light can come in, so that it can reflect on you, and then other people can see that light that's beaming down on you, which
Yeah,
is, the Most High using you to
yeah.
be that vessel that He needs to go and do His work. You stopping the Lord's work when you're not, when you haven't done that that inner work. Now you're not here to do you're not fulfilling what you're supposed to be doing,
Yeah.
and Satan doing his job.
It's kind of like you still kind of like in darkness a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're in a dark place. You know what I mean? You can't be a light to others, and you still in a dark place. And of course, we all go through things in its truth. But when you're still in that dark place and you haven't healed, how can you be a light? How can you do what the Most High called you to do, and you're still battling? You still haven't healed. You haven't healed that inner child or inner woman. So your mindset is thrown. You're not even thinking straight, because you think everybody out to get you. You think you can just do it all by yourself. You think that this brother, the same brother from the world, so you're gonna talk crazy to him.
Mm.
And now you out of order.
Lord.
No, you have an evil suspicion against some sisters that just want to be genuinely there for you. Now you're going off. You got evil suspicion. Your evil suspicion have overthrown your judgment, as Sirach say. Because you think the sisters are out to get you because you have not healed the old woman. You're still in that dark place. So how can you be a light? How can you shine your light to somebody else and there's no light to shine? That's a good point, Lily.
Con. I was thinking about when you were saying like when you tried when you went to go ahead and face some of these things, it made you think about how it might hurt to be in that place again. And I thought about Psalms chapter 34. I think the whole thing is a good read, so I want sisters to go read that whole thing. But I'm gonna read 4 through 8, and then I'm gonna read 17 through 20. So this is 4 through 8. It says, "I sought the Lord, and He heard me and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto Him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear Him and delivereth them. O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in Him." And then verse 17 through 20 says, "The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all, and He keepeth the bones, and not one of them is broken." And I was just thinking about how, sometimes when we going through those things, it make us feel ashamed that, oh, I've been through this, or it makes me sad to, go back through that. But you gotta cry out to the Most High and ask for the strength. Like, Lord, I'm doing. I need to go to this place, of healing, so that I can be a better servant for You, that Your will may be done, and that I can be a vessel unto honor and a vessel unto righteousness. The the Lord gonna help you through that, if it be of His will, um, and not allow you to be consumed, but face it head on and deal with it, and know that, what, I'm about to use this, and I'm gonna help some other sisters, because I'm trying to tell you, I had to do the same thing. That's the only way I can sit here and actually say, you know, do the healing, do the inner work, think as far back as you can in any hurt, anything you might have like blocked out. Ask the Most High to, Lord, help me remember some of these things so I can, truly be in a place of healing, and that I can be the woman that You designed me to be. I want Your will to be done in my life and not my own. And these are the things that you have to pray about and request and pray and fast. And like Abarriyah said, it's not a destination, but it's a journey. So it's not going to take, a day or so. Like, I just started in 2020. I'm still working. So I'm a work in progress. But I can say that it helps. It's helping me, the way I respond, the way I react to certain things. And now I take some time to meditate on things, and I take, before I just straight say something all the time. Or sometimes, if I just straight say something, then I'm like, dang, I gotta think about it, and I still got more. It triggers me to go back and be like, all right, what else do I need to work on now? So
Um, um,
yeah.
all praises. I was thinking about like sometimes we minimize what we went through. Like, oh, and I know I definitely did it, and I think to this day I still do, to be honest, because I just can't bring myself to fully say it. You know what I mean? But I think sometimes we minimize our pain. Like, oh, this people that got it worse than me. Somebody has probably been hurt worse than me, but your pain still matters, and you still need to heal, and you still need to become the woman that the Most High's called you to be. You can't do that if you don't heal. So we should stop minimizing what we went through, because it does matter. And a mindset that I used to have was, I deserved it. I wasn't keeping the commandments, and although it could have been judgment, that doesn't mean what I went through doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that my pain doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to heal. You know what I mean? So I don't want sisters to think like that either, because I definitely thought like that. um, but
I
I
was
think
gonna say, Con, yeah. It's not prevalent in our community that we talk about certain things. It's more that, okay, well, life's still going on. You got bills to pay. Some things just go unsaid. You know what I mean? Because there's so many other stresses in our mind that we having to deal with. That sometimes things just you know
I'm
don't
gonna
never
get a
deal with it.
precept. I'm gonna get a precept. Psalm 30 and 4. And the Most High, He'll show you if you're not healed. Trust me. I thought I had it all figured out, and I was just having nightmares. And I was like, okay, we need to talk about this. It's
Mm-hmm.
not to interrupt in my sleep.
Mm.
And I'm not talking about the Lord. I'm not talking about the Lord, but I was having nightmares, and I had to pray, and I had to, and that helped me realize, okay, I'm not okay. I need to heal because these nightmares is really taking me back to that, and I don't like that. But this is Psalms 35. For his anger endureth but a moment, and his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. So healing is worth it. It's worth it. It might take months. It might take years. It might take weeks. It might take days. It's gonna take time. Okay, but joy is eventually gonna come. Is the weeping is only for a season. It's only but for a moment, and it's only but for a small time to feel true joy from Yahawah. And although we turn to all these other stressors, our people in the world, all they turn to the first thing they do when they get stressed, they go roll up a blunt. They go get drunk. They don't know how to turn to the Most High, but we do. So it's like we know better. We have to try to do better. Because at the end of the day, only the Most High can take away that pain. Only the Most High can fill that void. Only the Most High can restore you. Only the Most High can give you strength to be okay. Only the Most High God, Yahawah, can do it. Nothing else on this planet, nothing else in this life. The Most High can put on people's spirit to help you, but of course it's of Him. It's only of the Lord that we're able to heal and to be stronger and try to be better. Nothing else. These words of life, only the Most High. These words of life, not pills, not drugs, not music, not sex, not fornicate, none of that. Those things don't help us be better. Those things don't heal us. It's just temporary pain relievers, really.
God.
That's all it is. And then you back feeling the same or even worse. So it's not worth it. Try to be better, try to become better, and it's gonna hurt. But if you want to be a better woman, you gotta face it. You gotta heal from it. And you got the Most High. You got sisters. If you have a husband, you have a husband. But you have people here to help you get through it. You have the Most High here to help you get through. Most importantly, and with Yahawah Shema Shah, we can do all things. There's nothing too hard for the Lord. Jeremiah 32 and 17 and 27. The Lord created the heaven and the earth. There's nothing too hard for Him. So it's an easy thing for Him to uplift you out of that state. It's an easy thing for Him to give you strength to keep going. But you got to be willing to do it. Because you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. We can talk about this. We can discuss it. But you have to want to heal. You have to want to be better. You have to want to become a better version of yourself. You have to want it. We can't do it for you. You have to want to heal. So I just pray that sisters really get edified and they strive to be better. And y'all strive to heal and overcome the inner childhood pain and things like that. And even things you went through when you were an adult and the truth in the world and things like that. But there's this book called, I just forgot that fast. It's something like em, em, emotion. It's something about um, emotional trauma, adult children of emotional unavailable parents. It's like a healing. It's like a one of those like psychology healing books that you read. I don't know. I'm gonna have to put in the link. I'm
I
gonna have
got
to.
this book in my Amazon cart. I'm about to show y'all this book that I got.
I can't
I got
think
a
of it,
couple.
but I think it's
So,
called Adult Children of Emotional Unavailable Parents. Though.
so I got this one in my cart. It says, "This is how you heal." It's by Brianna. I think it's Weist. That's her last name. And she has another book called "The Mountain Is You." Um, Currently about to start reading that one. That one is good. "The Mountain Is You," same author. And then I had another book that I bought that was called "Bad Childhood, Good Life." Um, this book was really good about how just because your childhood was bad doesn't mean that your life have to be bad too. Um, it's called "Bad Childhood, Good Life," and oops, Salakia.
God, y'all, it's
But
resources out here.
it's called "Bad Childhood, Good Life," and it's been a pretty good book. And she got more books about, if you're a wife. It's called Proper Care and Feeding of Husbands. I have that book as well. But that Bad Childhood, Good Life, that book, hitting for something.
All praises.
So many resources out here.
We gotta tap into them. The Most High give us all the tools we need to overcome these tests. Just like the professor, your teacher, give you every tool you need to pass the test. Most High gives us everything we need to overcome and pass these tests. It's just up to us. Are we going to use them? He gives us, the most importantly, this Bible, these words of life, and we're able to be in His presence. That's the most important thing. And then we have books like those. We have sisters. If people choose to go to a therapist, an Israelite therapist, that's out there too. So it's people out here you can talk to. It's people out here to bear your burdens. It's resources. You got Yahawah. So are you going to use it to heal, or are you going to stay in that same place and be stagnant? Because if you're not going to heal, then how are you going to grow? So Lord wants us to go edify. Did you have something else, Lily?
I was going to also say, if you don't take that time to, heal from your past traumas, then how can, you know, our younger sisters, have those role models that we talked about that we needed in the last episode? Um, how is the light gonna go forth? So that's just a few things to meditate on. Because whether you know it or not, sisters are watching. Sisters are watching you. Is People are watching you every day through your actions and the things that you do. And even yesterday, me and my husband, we had went, had a little date, and my
Period.
mom was like, and listen, my mom was like, cause it isn't it the Sabbath? Isn't it the Sabbath? And I was like, yes. And what we went and did was free, miss. And she was like, because I'm just making sure we keeping the commandments. And me and my husband was like, what? Like, so whether you think people, and my mom, she doesn't walk in this truth, but she knows how serious I am about, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. But it's just like, I be thinking it be going unnoticed. So don't think that you're not important. You are important. You are somebody. And listen, they watching. So
For real.
do that
That's,
inner work, be the light, and heal.
that's funny you say that. I was just talking to my husband about that last night. That, people, they notice our spirit. They see how we're different and set apart through the spirit. How we dress modest. And it's like when they get around us, that's going to help them get in order because they know they can't say certain things around us. They know that if they do something around us, we're going to look at them crazy and be like, now, why you do that? They know how our spirit is. So they kind of get in order around us. And that's ultimately helping them get in order with the Most High. Because they keeping the commandment, don't even know it.
Yeah.
Like a quick example, there's a sister that I'm cool with at work, and I said, "Let me see your Instagram," because she had shown me she had wore to a party, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And she's like, "Oh my goodness, I knew you were gonna say that." And she was laughing. I was like, "Now come on now." So they
Right.
they
Get it
already
together.
know, like they know, like they be knowing,
Yeah.
like she ain't going for that. I can't talk about that around Lily. I can't wear this around Lily. She gonna rebuke me. She gonna look at me crazy. So like people watching us, they know we keep these commandments. They know we serious about the Most High Yahawah. So
God.
the Lord wants us to get edified. Lily always making me think, y'all. She be making me think, y'all. She finna go make me think on this Sabbath day.
All praises to the Most High. So, Lord
Oh,
willing, this was edifying for sisters. Listen, the Most High be having these episodes rolling. Okay, so I don't know what's next, but if y'all got any ideas, make sure y'all let us know, whether it's on our YouTube channel, on our Instagram. But make sure y'all download that Messiah TV app. Catch us on there, just in case you missed it. You can come back to the on-demand section and watch these episodes, okay?
Shalawam.
Thank you for joining the Helpmeets Hangout. Hey,
Hey, because this is where
because
we
this is
hung
where
out.
we hung out.
Hey.
Shalawam.